Okay, let's generate our new world here. Okay. No, don't know how to village. Okay, so I have carpet mod, which allows me to spawn. Oh, sorry. It's player. Player. Let's do bot. Spawn. Okay. Alright. At A. At this game mode survival bot. Okay. So now you can see. Okay. So this is a sprint hit. Okay. I'm sprinting. I have toggle sprint on. I'll actually show you that real fast. Oh, sorry. Toggle. You need this to work. Okay. What that does essentially is that when you press W, you're going to be sprinting. Now I'll actually turn my game mode to survival as well. Because my reach is higher. Okay. So this is the sprint hit. Okay. I'm pressing W. I hit my opponent. But the problem is, you see here, every time I hit my opponent, these are not sprint hits, right? These are sweep hits. Sorry, my English is terrible. These are sweep hits. And what's a sweep hit? Well, I'm gonna untoggle my sprint. See this? These are sweep hits. You don't want to do these. You can't combo if you do a sweep hit, right? You can't, because although I'm hitting him here, that's because he can't hit me back. It's very easy for the player to hit you back. Alright? Oh, frick. Now, the last of a hit is a crit hit. Okay? When you fall and then you hit it. Okay? So a crit hit is when you fall, you hit your opponent. You see? You see these particles, right? You can tell really easily if you're doing a crit hit or another type of hit, okay? So just to recap, a sprint hit is when you're sprinting and you hit your opponent. A sweep hit's when you're not sprinting or you're not moving and you hit your opponent. And a crit hit is when you're falling and hitting your opponent. Alright. So for a combo, what you essentially want to do is you want to either W tap or S tap. I'll W tap first because it's much more simpler. So the second you hit your enemy, for some reason, these bots are taking extra knockback, and I can assure you that that is the case. You saw me in the game. It's because this bot, I'm pretty sure, is 0 MS. It's very difficult. But this is W tapping. I see how I'm able to combo. Because first, you want to press W, hit your opponent, let go of W immediately. Because if you don't do it immediately, it's going to look like this. Okay, you want to instead. The bot's taking extra knockback, okay? But if it was a player with more than 0 MS, it would be a combo. So that's how you do a combo with W tapping. You essentially just press W, hit your opponent, press W, hit your opponent, let go of W, do the same thing over and over again. Press W, hit opponent, let go of W, hit opponent. And you just want to practice this. You can see my keybinds here, and that can help you learn how to do it. Alright. Now, you can also S tap, which is the same thing. This takes a lot of knockback. I can't really S tap in combo here. But it's when you do the same thing. You hit your opponent, but then you press S instead of releasing W. You're like, instead of releasing W the second you hit your opponent, you instead just press S and then let go of W. So like, So it's just one extra step. You're just pressing S. Alright? And one good practice that I have, when you can't hold your combo any longer, so say I do this, my opponent can't hit me, he's struggling really hard. The last second, okay, well that was a miss, but say this is my combo, I'll start critting them out, alright? Because the crit does double the damage. So if you know you can't hold a combo for 2 more hits, then just crit. And that will essentially just do the same thing, and then you can start a crit chain. Which I'll actually do another video on how to do that. Alright, so essentially, those are the basics of how to combo. So I try to show this off, like how to combo, sprint hit, crit, and sweep hit, which is what you don't want to do in Mindberry. But for some reason, it wasn't really working. It did work later on, and you're gonna see that. But I was like playing, and it just wouldn't work. So instead, I decided to go on Pika Network, which is another server that was useful. So you're just gonna see me trying over and over again. It just didn't really work, but it's fine. Server, Pika Network. Now, I do have a problem with the server. I can't. I don't really play that well on the server, but hopefully I can still show you kind of what it's like. Orange King Sword. It's gonna be hard. What else? Q. No. Q. Q Sword. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so now you're gonna kind of see how to play Sword in general. Because comboing, I mean, at the end of the day, you need a lot more than that to be good at the game. Right? It's an important aspect. You see that? Three. But you can kind of see how to combo, right? I'm not too good on the server. There's a reason I don't play on this, but you can still kind of understand how to combo, really. I'll do another match on this. I'm not sure why it's not working on Mindberry. I'll check it again after this duel. Oh no, I fell. Alright, sorry on that. Let's try and go back to Mindberry instead. See if that works. Because I just like this server's like, I don't know. It just feels better and smoother to play on. But for some reason, it's not working. I'm not exactly sure why. We'll continue playing on Pika then. Can't really do much about that. Alright, so that's kind of how you play Sword. Alright. I mean, that's not really how you play Sword, but that's how you combo. Alright. It's quite simple, really. It's just you need to practice the topics a lot, right? So in conclusion, you can S tap or you can W tap to combo, and you want to make sure all your hits are sprint hits to combo consistently. S tapping is the same thing as W tapping, but with an S. So you sprint, hit your opponent, press S, press W again. This is good. My opponent's AFK. Alright, okay, what happened in my game? You guys are seeing this, right? Let's leave. Let's go back to Mindberry. Okay, so in this game, my FPS is okay. Well, how is this so bad? What? No, it's bad again. What's going on? F3. What's going on? What happened to my sodium renderer? It's only my GPU is only using 50%. What's going on? Why is it like so bad? Okay, so now it's fine. So what just happened? Was that just no? It went down again. And this actually pissed me off. Why? Let me play. Let me play. Alright. But regardless, I hope that video helped you understand how to combo. But I do want to go over one more topic. So nice, you know how to combo and all, but how do you start a combo? Right? That might be a question you're wondering about. Why do I have 500 FPS now? Why is it so bad? Alright, it's fine. But how do you start a combo? It's really important. Now, you can do one thing I like to do is just first of all, spacing itself can give you. Do you see that? That's called a hit select. It's basically when you let your opponent hit you first and use that to hit them again and start a combo. Because when you do that, see that? I let him crit me first and then I start hitting them. Because they can't hit you once they hit you. They can't hit you immediately after, right? They can't counter your ability to do that. Obviously, good players know how to do that, but against just even average players, hit selecting really helps to start a combo. Because the second they hit you, you can start a combo, and they can't really do much about that if you have good spacing. They can obviously jump reset, they can run out of the combo, but you'll still deal a decent amount of damage. It helps you win, in short. I'm an Alex Eve. I'm an Alex skin. You see that? Good. Oh. Oh, I hit him there. That's fine. This guy's also using an important skill that I didn't really talk about because of how, like, advanced it is, and also how it's quite difficult to accomplish. Oh, 1 HP. Well, that's kind of sad. But he or she strafed while they combo, right? That makes it very difficult for the opponent to attack them. And it's a very useful strategy you can use because that person was not sprint hitting, they were sweep hitting. But even then, I have bad aim, like in general. If I had good aim, I would still be able to hit him. But him strafing allowed him to get the hits off, even though he didn't sprint hit, right? See that? Again, another hit select. Oh, I messed up my hit select there. That's another hit select. That was good spacing, not a hit select. So good spacing allows you to hit your opponent. Well, of course, when they can't hit you, which allows you to start a combo. Hit selecting is also another good strategy that you can use. Alright, so if you're wondering on how to start a combo, there you go. Now, I eventually got Mindberry to work. As you can see here, I'm back in Mindberry. So I decided to practice a bit more and cover some topics that I believe I didn't cover. So there you go. It's like that. Towards the end of my session, I got like prime Marlowe vibes. Alright. Pretty sure I'll play this guy. Ooh. Alright. So the first thing you want to know in Minecraft is that there's three types of hits. Alright. So I'm gonna actually show that right now. Okay. Now, a crit hit is when you're falling and you hit your opponent. Okay? You can't be sprinting, you can be walking, like see I'm falling here. I'm not moving. I jump in the air. I'm jumping in the air, and then once I fall, I hit my opponent. Okay? So, did another example, but in reality, it's just kind of like this. When you're falling in the air, you need to hit your opponent, and that will result in a crit hit. A crit hit is important because it deals twice the damage of a normal hit. Alright, so you saw I did a crit hit there before I did a sprint hit. Right? Crits are important because they deal double the damage of a sprint hit, which is, well, in the name, it's when you're sprinting. So I'm sprinting and I hit him there. Sprinting, I hit them there. Sweep hit is when you're standing and you hit them, or, let me untoggle my sprint, when you walk and you hit them. Now I'll actually show this in a match. Now sprint hits are what you want to do, okay? For combos especially, because they deal knockback and they deal the same amount of damage as a sweep hit. But sweep hits deal very less knockback. See how I'm dealing knockback to this player here? That's important. It allows you to keep spacing between yourself and opponent. This helps you to combo. Spacing is important because at the end of the day, a combo is when you hit your opponent and they can't hit you. And to do that, you need to make sure your opponent can't hit you. For that, you need spacing. So that's what sprint hits are good for because it deals a ton of knockback compared to sweep hits. So just remember like this. Sweep hits are bad because they deal normal damage of the weapon of your choice that you're attacking your enemy with, but they deal very little knockback. Sprint hits are just the better. Oh no, sprint hits are just the better sweep hits. So you want to do sprint hits. See, this is the combo here. Oh no, I missed. I actually did a sprint hit. I actually did a sweep hit there by accident. You can also tell by the sound and the particles. So if you hear like a really thunky kind of deep sound, it's gonna be crit, and that's obviously when you're falling and hitting your opponent. If it's a sprint hit, well, I'll actually show you the sounds separately. This is a sprint hit, okay? That's a sweep hit. Sprint hit. Sweep hit. Crit hit. Sweep hit. Sprint hit. Crit. So you can hear the sounds, you can also tell the difference between them. So you want to do sprint hits to combo. But how do you use that to combo? Alright. Actually, if you look in the top left corner of my screen, I have a keybind kind of setup. You can see that's going to help me with explaining this, okay? So I want you to look there and see what I'm doing here. Alright, let's first try and combo. Basically, the first thing you want to do, you want to hit your opponent. Sprint hit, okay? Then, you want to do something called W tapping. Or you can do S tapping. I'm doing S tapping here. So I'll actually teach you S tapping. You want to hit your opponent and press W. So you're sprinting, right? When you press W. You're sprinting when you press W. You actually have to keep toggle sprint on to combo like this. But when you press W, you're sprinting, right? First, you want to, let's get here. You want to sprint. You want to hit your enemy and immediately press S, just for a little bit. Okay, so press W, hit, release W. So press W, hit release. Press, hit release. Press W, hit release, S. Press W, hit release, hit release, S. Press W, hit release W, S. And that's really what you want to do to combo. It's a very simple concept. It just requires practice. So I'll do it again here. Look at my keybinds and you'll see exactly what I'm doing. Well, first let's combo this guy. No, I lost. Alright, let's do another one so I can show you this. I'm trying to combo. It's quite hard when you're only trying to combo your opponent. Alright. NA. Huh? What? Okay. Your opponent has not joined. Draw is declared. Okay. I'll actually use carpet mod to show us a little better so you can kind of understand. This is just showing in a real game what it's like to combo. Alright? So remember, press W, hit release W, S. Alright, that's the method. I'm sorry, I can't combo this guy. Okay, again. I wasn't able to combo that guy because he was not very great. Let's get a good opponent to combo so I can show you. In the beginning, I was able to get easy combos. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. I need to get someone I can combo. Alright, this guy's good. Okay. It's hard to get a good person to combo. I'm gonna have to cut these parts out. Okay. It's 0. Hopefully. No, high ping. Okay. Do you see this? Look at my keybinds. And then look what I'm doing. So you saw what I was doing there, right? For that small little combo there. That's how you combo. I decided to do a bit more practice. So you can just kind of see what's going on. Alright. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a very simple video, right? How to combo, the different types of hits. But these are crucial topics, alright? Now I'm doing a voiceover right now. Do you really think I'm talking while playing? So I really hope that you enjoyed this video and you learned something. If you did, make sure to subscribe and like the video and maybe even comment. Really appreciate it. But also, can someone tell me what's wrong with my ping? You guys saw in the clips earlier, I had only 100. Don't know what happened. Anyways, I'm just gonna let the rest of the clips play out. But thank you guys for watching.